On May 28, 2026, the streets of Ghaziabad's Kota colony were under heavy surveillance as the city observed the Bakrid holiday. 17-year-old Surya Chauhan, a Class 11 student, was walking near a local dairy when he was cornered and stabbed multiple times in the abdomen. Police initially reported a spontaneous argument over a motorcycle with teenager Assad. Surya's family rejected this, alleging a premeditated attack. They claimed Assad lured Surya for an Eid celebration, taunting him about ritual goat slaughter before drawing a knife. With these two conflicting versions of the motive circulating, a local crime story became a volatile communal flashpoint for the entire region. Surya died from his injuries the following afternoon. In the hours after his death, Assad went into hiding, effectively vanishing from the Kota area. Public anger surged as Surya's family refused to bury him, vowing to keep his body until his killer was caught. Crowds organized by local Hindu groups began gathering in the streets to demand an immediate response. For the local police, the situation was untenable. The mounting public pressure created a narrow window to find Assad before the local protests escalated into broader unrest. Investigators began narrowing the circle around the fugitive by arresting 3 people close to him, including Assad's father, Nawab, and a friend named Farhan. During questioning, police determined that Farhan had supplied the murder weapon, while Nawab had actively encouraged his son to carry out the attack. The revelation that the killing involved parental planning shifted the search. Capturing Assad was no longer just about a local stabbing, it was about dismantling a confirmed conspiracy. Authorities placed a 50,000 rupee bounty on Assad and deployed surveillance teams across the district. Information reached the tactical teams that Assad was moving back toward Kota to collect cash for an escape. Police began concentrating their forces at specific checkpoints along his likely route. The surveillance operation concluded as the units moved into position, effectively turning the area into a trap for the armed suspect. Late on the night of May 31st, police barricades were reinforced across the Vasundhara sector, cutting off the main exits. When 2 men on a motorcycle spotted the roadblock, they ignored orders to stop and veered into an unlit greenbelt. The bikes skidded on the soft ground, sending both riders to the dirt. Assad used the fallen bike as a shield and opened fire on the approaching officers. One constable was hit in the exchange and had to be moved to safety. Officers returned fire from behind their vehicles. Assad was struck multiple times during the volley, while his accomplice escaped into the surrounding brush. The shootout was the final collision between a fugitive who opened fire on the state and a police unit that responded with equal intensity. Assad was transported to a nearby hospital, where he was declared dead. His death effectively closed the criminal case before it could reach a courtroom. Surya's family viewed this outcome as the only acceptable resolution. Standing before news cameras, his mother stated that her child had finally found justice. She then called for the state to go further and demolish the homes of the remaining suspects involved in her son's death. This reaction reflects a broader trend in the region, where lethal police action is frequently supported as a direct and valid alternative to the judicial system. The family expressed their gratitude toward the state's political leadership, specifically naming the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Following the encounter, UP Minister Sunil Kumar Sharma visited the family's home, reiterating that criminals would find no sanctuary in the state and that those who commit such crimes would receive their due justice. The Surya Chauhan case provides a clear look at the mechanics of the encounter. It is a system where local violence, intense public pressure, and a proactive police force combine to deliver a lethal resolution that bypasses the courts entirely.